please come on, my big brother, because I know you're a busy man.
Blessings, brother. I'm in the house, man. Enough respect to everybody and
Oh,
everybody
brother,
tuning in. Enough
we're
respect.
touching 300 people already that want to tune into your mind. Now, big brother, you're regular on this platform, and that's we don't have to explain why, brother, man, because you're a man that's on a mission. My big brother, but before we go into what's been happening recently, for those who may be living in a hermit situation, let them know who is Nubian Jack and Jack Bueller. Please talk to us.
Okay, first thing is I can't wait till James comes on. I hope James comes on the platform today, because James is a friend of mine. I got some fantastic
see another one,
man.
All these posh people.
Brother, no, he's not posh. He's not posh. He's very down to earth. And I've got some fantastic stories to share. I really wish he was on so we can go through, because some of them are amazing, actually, very funny. Yes. Okay, so Nubian Jack is a brother like everybody else on or 50% of the people on the platform, who's just doing his thing, man, just trying to make it happen for our to memorialize our presence now and to leave a legacy for the future. So that's all I'm about.
Come on, big brother. Come on, big brother. Now, brother, I mean, there's not a day I don't hear something that you're doing that is, and the reason why we love you so much, big brother, and I'll talk about we, with the royal we here.
Yeah, indeed.
Is because, brother, you know, I've been on this path, and I know you've been on this path for decades now, for decades. And brother, there's very few who can keep renewing themselves. You know, that's one of the reasons why I love Michael Jackson. He renewed his spirit, he renewed his style, he was never afraid to remake himself. And brother, when it comes to the work that you do, you're like the Michael Jackson, okay, of the liberation movement, brother, because you don't stay in that one vein, just chanting Babylon. No, where are the solutions? What are we doing? How are we changing the fabric of society? So, brother, please, I'm going to shut my mouth in a second now. Brother, we can go through so much, but brother, please inspire. I ain't even going to say the words inspire this platform.
So let me tell you how it works.
Let us know what you're doing.
Let me tell you how it works, brother. So,
come on, King.
The reason I've been called believe it or not, I've been called the Michael Jackson of black culture, not black history before, which is quite bizarre, really. But look, what it is I'm a musician, Brother Andrew, and for the world out there who know me or don't know that side to me, that's really who I am. I'm an artist, and you know, revolutionary as well, obviously. But when you see these different mediums that I'm doing, they're just songs. Basically, it's just a frustrated artist putting these songs out, these pieces of art or pieces of work out, which represents creativity. So every one of my plaques are a song or could be a song. The statue could be an album. You know, the board game could be a board game, and you know, the book could be, you know, some sort of different artistic expression. So that's all it is. And my inspiration is those who've gone before us, man, who are shining the light for us to follow, and hopefully the light that we are shining, Andrew, the young people are just going to step through and seize what is ours. So when we resurrect and come back, we are in a better space, a better place.
And it's not surprising, brother, that you know, we're going to talk about the director. When I go into the film breakdown, I'm going to go into our beautiful brother James Samuel.
Yeah, man, James Samuel.
Yeah. And it's not surprising that even though he's a filmmaker and a director, at essence, he's a musician.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say, brother? So
but let me tell you, his brother used to come with me to rehearsals. I swear to Jah. And he used to say, Babla, Babla. I wish because they used to call me Babla, right? Before Jack. I wish I could sing like you, Babla. I'm like, Henry.
Come on.
Yeah, bro. I tell you, look, let me just share one little joke with you, right? With James.
Yeah, King, share.
James is like 6'2". James is about 6'2". And back in the day, I used to do a little bit of modeling when I used to have dreadlocks and stuff.
Right? Rasta man.
So we were doing a video for a guy called Peter Gabriel, and my agency wanted me to get some more people, more black folk, get another brother to come along. So I rocked up at James's house, and Brother Andrew, this is the God's truth. This is why I wanted James on this show. James is a little bit like me, right? He's arachnophobic. He's scared of spiders. And as we're leaving the yard, Andrew, there's a spider by the door. Now, I know the brother got kill me for this, you know. But James, big Mandingo James, is screaming down the house because we can't get out of the door. And I'm arachnophobic as well. And Andrew, I had this out of body experience, right? Because I thought I need to go and do this video. We need to do, and I had this out of body experiences where I saw myself walking towards this spider, and I was like, "What are you doing, Bubs? What are you doing?" And I found myself picking up the spider, and I'm a bridging, open the door, throwing the spider out, and we were on our way. I've never touched a spider again in my life. But yeah. I want him on the show to refute that. On the show, get him on. Yeah. It was a good video. The video's called Steam, by the way, by Peter Gable. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Anyway, long time ago, 25 years plus.
Wow.
Thing. But,
so, brother, you're doing a lot of work, brother.
Yeah.
You're like a trailblazer in terms of the giving recognition to Black nurses. No one's really been doing that before you came along, brother. Please, what have you done, and what are you doing regarding the Black nurses?
So to be fair, people probably have been doing that. There's been lots of little or big things that I've seen before. What we have done is we put a statue up to Black nurses, Brother Andrew.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we've memorialized them in a perfect place and space for as long as that holiday, that hospital will be there for the next 200-300 years. Please, Jai, that statue will be there. It's a beautiful thing. That statue, like the War Memorial, has incantations and prayers underneath it. So nobody know why I moved that, because anything can happen if you try and move. You remember the pharaohs, the pharaonic, yeah? You understand? Yeah. So leave it alone, leave it there, and let us memorialize, remember these sisters and brothers who've contributed to before the NHS was born, let alone up until the present.
Well, brother, can I just quickly say on that, brother? Because I don't want people to think what we're talking about is some like little something in someone's back garden or something like that. I want the brothers and sisters just to be able to see what this brother Nubian Jack and his foundation is talking about. This is what we're talking about, brothers and sisters.
No, that's not the one.
Oh, that's not the one. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's the pyramid one.
Yes.
Oh,
so that one, so Alana, that one is to Mary Seacole, enough respect to her. That's at St. Thomas's Hospital. And that is the second image of a Black woman in this country.
I remember your one. We actually showed it. All right, then, brother. Sorry about that, King.
It's all right, King. Ours is for all Black nurses and midwives.
Nurses, yeah,
and midwives. And it's a beautiful piece of art, and it's Kemetic in its design. And this is a wonderful piece of art as well. I think it's sculpted by a white brother. Enough respect to him. And it's a lovely, strong, striking image of Mary Seacole. But ours draws on Kemetic.
I remember. I don't know how I made that mistake, brother. I don't know how I made that mistake. But I
know you, man. I don't know.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I allow you, brother.
Okay, carry on, my big brother.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing, Andrew. And so what our next move now is we are crossing the Atlantic, and we are going to be memorializing 2 people in January. On January the 17th, we're memorializing the wonderful Martin Luther King.
Wow.
Yeah. We're doing that on a house in New Jersey, Brother Andrew, and it's called 49 Walnut Street, Camden, New Jersey. And that, my brother, because it's not like Martin Luther King's is unknown. You understand? He's only like the one, the chosen one in America. You know, you got Martin Luther King, then you got Barack Obama. You know, Martin Luther King's the one. But no one knows a 20-year-old Martin Luther King, how he gets into activism. Yeah.
Yes.
And we are memorializing the house where his whole activism journey began.
Come on.
And we're going to do that with a beautiful Nubian Jack plaque. But guess what? After that, 4 days later or 5 days later, on the 21st of January, that's that. You're getting there now, brother. Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Forgive me, King.
No, it's okay, brother.
Carry on, my King. Carry on.
And on the 21st of January, we are going to be erecting a black and gold plaque on the international headquarters of the UNIA to Marcus Messiah Garvey.
No.
Yeah.
No, brother, please. For the people at the back that didn't hear that just now, Please, brothers, sisters, please
They're real.
listen to what this level of brothers moving on. Say that again. Say that again.
They're mirror. Okay, so on the 21st, we're going to memorialize the wonderful Marcus Messiah Garvey with a plaque at international headquarters in Philadelphia on Cecil B. Avenue. Cecil B. I forgot the name of the rest. Cecil B. Moore Avenue in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
21st. To be honest with you, everyone will be hearing about that by then, because we're going to make this one go around the world, because we ain't playing with this one. This is Marcus Messiah Garvey, and we will be memorial. And let me just say a little footnote, right, brother, before I do my biography, autobiography. There's a man called Philiopolis Smykel, and he, Marcus Garvey's right-hand man. Go check it out. General Secretary, top something or the other. Really think that was my dad's grandfather. That's my great-grandfather.
Wow.
So it's in my veins, brother. It's in my veins.
Whoa.
Yeah. Philiopolis Smykel. Yep. So here I am, resurrected.
Resurrected, brother.
Yeah.
In the DNA.
It's in the DNA, brother.
Wow.
I don't know how much of a good singer he was. I don't know about the singing bit. It must be said.
and brother, what's happened? We just passed the annual time that we recognize the soldiers in the First or Second World War.
Yeah.
Please just let us know, for those who don't know, especially those who are not in the UK. What work have you done around that situation?
Perfect. So that's a very touchy subject. So what it is, my beautiful brother, we put a statue up, my team and I put a statue up to Black soldiers on Windrush Square, Brixton, 5 years ago, or at least 5 Remembrance Sundays ago. It's actually 5 Windrush days ago. So it was basically 2017.
Yeah.
But since then we've done 5 Remembrance Sundays and 5 Windrush days. And this year, rocking out of the COVID thing, we decided to memorialize those soldiers again. It's the 5th year we've done it. However, this year was slightly different because Lambeth Council wanted to do an official, let me rephrase that. Yeah, they wanted to do an official ceremony, not realizing that we were officialdom, because we have been doing the memorial there since, like I said, I don't want to publicly fight. So I've been advised to hold one down, but they decided to do it on the same day as us in the morning, and kind of had the temerity to tell us that we couldn't do ours, which of course is ridiculous, right? So we went ahead and did ours.
Sorry, ridiculous.
More than ridiculous, but like I said, we're going to show a bit of class and restraint and not go into that. But we did ours, and I was hoping to get arrested. My children came down. You know what? It's a funny thing, you know. I told my children I was going to get arrested, and they came down. They've not come to last year one, the lockdown one, or the one before that. But they were they were ready to see Daddy get arrested. And no such luck. Lambeth backed out, and we had our beautiful remembrance ceremony, and the wonderful community turned out again. So it was a beautiful.
So, brother, are you saying that you literally went there to be arrested? Then that's why you believed in this. Because
they told me I couldn't do it. They told me, and everybody. Professor Gus wrote to the council. It wasn't nice. And like I said, I'm being a little bit duplicitous by talking about it and saying I'm not talking about it. So that irony isn't lost on me. But actually, it's a big deal, and I hope they and everybody concerned see senses, because you don't really want this to become a public fight and us suing the people. Then you understand? Because we clean it and we insure it and we installed it and we funded it and we researched it. So that don't make no sense. You come in and tell me that we can't do our thing there to Black soldiers. And our event is soldiers with our African drumming and everything. Come on, don't be silly now. And there's people in this platform who were there. So they should let people know what it was like, because it's all about the people. It's not about Jack. It's about the people and the soldiers, memorializing, having a space to memorialize in our way, our traditional way. Not no God save the Queen. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just telling the truth.
No disrespect, but yes, we understand you.
Yeah. We have a particular way of going about our things. We read the poem, If We Must Die. That's our poem every year. If we must die. We don't read We Will Remember Them. That's a lovely poem, but that's for another another memorial. We do If We Must Die by Claude McKay.
Wow.
I'm going to get a plaque.
Wow. Now, Bob, I mean, I'm hoping that everyone's listening to this king, beloved, because he's moving on such a level. It's so beautiful just to hear it, much less, bear witness to what this brother's saying. Bob, you've got a number of plaques, blue plaques around. Now you're doing it globally, but in the UK and especially in London, brother.
Yeah.
I understand that you don't want a fellow Kute. Now, how did that come about, and where's that?
Isn't that a beautiful thing? That's our very last plaque. And that's in Shepherd's Bush, number 12 Stanlake Road, the very first address he lived. The wonderful fella lived at 12 Stanlake Road in 1958, came over here as a student, stayed with a brethren of his, JK, I forgot his name now. JK, anyway, Jimmy something his nickname. And he was a brethren of fellas in Africa, of course. And fella came to stay with him. And I just put it out there, within 2 months, fella was advised to find somewhere else, because fella was an indomitable spirit, indomitable spirit. And probably had a few women over. Let me remain professional. But basically probably broke the house rules a bit. So this was where we first did a black plaque to him, and that was where he studied at Trinity Laban. But the blue plaque is in Shepherd's Bush, and it's a beautiful plaque, brother Andrew.
It looks it, brother. It looks it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we did that 3 weeks ago. So that's our most recent plaque. And that brother on the left is fella's drummer.
Oh.
And the sister there, the sister there is, she works at, that's Jackman, Mrs. Jackman. I can't remember her first name. And of course, don't know who that brother is. Dodgy looking brother there behind her. But yeah, so it's 66 plaques now, 66 plaques.
Wow.
And
brothers and sisters, 66 plaques. Please, if you're feeling this, brother, make some noise in that chat room. Put some ones down, man.
We're not done yet, man.
And this is Nubian. One brother, with a team, obviously, but he started with nothing, built that team, built the foundation, and this is just the history that he's making sure that we do not ever forget, brothers and sisters.
That's what it's all about.
History.
That's what it's all about. It's about the history.
Wow.
Absolutely. You see, when we're gone a long time, brother.
Absolutely.
Whether we resurrect or not, we don't remember our past existence. Some people believe that we have to wait in a little place and then we're gonna come before Jah, and the bad guys are gonna run in a lake of fire. I was brought up by that, by the way. We're not. So I'm not dissing any particular religion, and I don't believe that. You understand? I believe when my work here is done, I will rest, or I'll probably go to some other part of the universe, bro. I don't even want to be hanging out.
I hear you, King. I hear you, King.
I'm going off to some other parts, hang out with some aliens, man, and just do my own thing there. You don't know the thing. But chances are I'll be resurrected, and I want to come back in a much better place than it is now. Beautiful. And that's why it's probably selfish, really. I'm kind of wanting the place to be better. So when I come back, and when we come back, reparations is on the table. We've received our reparations, and it's all going to be what it's going to be, because it's all going to be. It's going to happen anyway. It is going.
I see Jarita's turned on her camera. What's the updates, Jarita?
I've got a question for you, sir.
Sir. That's all right.
I've got a question from Sister Kamoria, who says, she says it's Sister Jamila, actually, even. She then says, do you think I could link with you? As she wants to organize a blue plaque for Mangrove 9.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead. I've got one. Wow. That's a good question, right? So that's my background. That's where I was brought up on the line. In fact, I nearly lost my life on the line when I was a youth, because I told Andrew the old joke before that I used to have a sole trader business, doing whatever I did with sole trader business, and it used to be betting slips at the time. You understand? But there's you lot are young, so you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So no worries. So there is a plaque there already, sis. There's a plaque there to Frank Critchlow, which I did.
Frank Critchlow, the owner.
Yeah. So right there above the Mangrove restaurant, there is a plaque to the wonderful Frank Critchlow, who I met obviously as a youth, and it has Mangrove on it. So Mangrove 9, oddly enough, again, you're right, sister. That's a beautiful question, because we are doing a plaque to Darkest Howl in the next 6 weeks. Andrew, you might see it at the end of the year, or it be in early January. But we are with Tony Warner. Enough respect to Tony Warner, by the way. Big up Tony Warner.
Big him up.
Yeah, massive you, that the one there. You want to get him on this show more often as well, Andrew?
Yeah, he was on the show last month.
Oh, was he on last month? Yeah, man.
Yes.
I will try that the one day. Yeah,
Absolutely.
anyway, he and I, we're doing a plaque to, or he's sponsoring a plaque, which we're doing to Darkest, the wonderful Darkest.
Oh, brilliant.
Mangrove 9, yeah.
So can I give her your email address? Or...
Please do. Please give me our email address and my number. Yeah.
Sister,
what's her name?
Link. Her name is, she says it's Sister Jamila.
Sister Jamila. Okay, no worries. Cool. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Email address sent.
So, okay.
Fantastic. Yes. That's what this platform's about, brothers and sisters. It's
Absolutely.
all about forward positive movement. Now, Nubian, before we finish, because we know you got another event as well tonight. Please let us know. Well, 2 things before you go, brother. First one is, have you got any more games coming out in the near future?
I think you have an bit of inside information, and I think I know that's a rhetorical question. Yes, my brother. The question is when. So your wonderful West Young Leaders Academy, amazing people, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I have to tell you, drop some ones for that. West Side Leaders Academy by Brother Andrew and his team. I beg you, drop some one. Coming, I said, not until Mr. Someone there. All right, see it there. Proper. Yeah, brother. Your youths have done some wonderful research, and that research will make up the new board game. Part of that research will make up the new board game coming out in the spring. Jah willing, please, Jah, let it be. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
Beautiful. And the last question tonight, brother, because you just got people on fire, brother.
Okay.
Nubian, is are we planning, or let the people know what's last year? I think we made a record. We had the largest online how do we term it?
Game show.
Game show. Yeah. We literally broke the mold. We broke the mold. Now, brother, are we looking to do one this year?
We're going to break the record this year. We're going to break the record this year. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to have your team. I'm going to work with your team and my team, the wonderful, beautiful Junie, who last year did so much more than she and this year we got it locked up, and Kasheni and the whole sisters team. We're going to make it a beautiful thing. Beautiful, and we're going to give away prizes. Remember, all last year we had the sponsored prizes. In fact, we won't even go about that one as well. You understand?
For those who don't know anything about the game show, just give them a little insight.
So what it is we have like a number of different disciplines talking about wonderful black magic, the wonderful magic of blackness, Africanness. So whether it's sport, entertainment, politics and law, science, engineering, general knowledge. We just have a multiple choice questions. It's a lot of fun. It's very interactive. It's very dynamic. And it's like you said, it's unprecedented. And it's something that we should be doing every Kwanzaa. Yes. And this one will be done again over the Kwanzaa period. It's beautiful. I really enjoyed last year. And this year, as I said, Brother Andrew, it's going to be better. It's going to be better.
Oh, wow. So you heard it there from Nubian Jack, brothers and sisters. We are looking to do another show for Kwanzaa this year. We broke the mold last year, and I think we could even break the mold even bigger this particular year. So, Brother Nubian, before you go, King, what's the last words you'd like to say to the brothers and sisters, and how can they find out more about what you're doing?
They can come to our website, which is nubianjack.org. No C in Jack, gave our seed to charity. So nubianjack.org. Just keep doing what we're doing, Brother Andrew, because we're all part of a cog, all some celestial wheel. And we're all doing our little bits, brother. And it's going to lead to one ultimate, inevitable destiny. And it's there. It's going to happen. And it's a beautiful thing when you know that it's going to happen. And let me just say one more thing before I go.
Please.
I saw this thing yesterday, right? And it was haunting me. These people are marching, and then a car goes through and I was like,
Wow.
And then I said it was a brother.
Brother, you know, you
Let me done this.
screamed.
I've
I
got to tell
never
you,
saw that coming.
bruv, I never, but here's the thing, brother Andrew and family listening. I knew something never made sense because I thought, how come man has got an opportunity to mow down? If you're really going to mow down people, how come only 5 people died? The brother was running away from something. This brother had no intention to kill off anybody. He's jumped into a, I'm not giving excuses for him, by the way. I'm just explaining what intelligence. I saw this guy, I saw the car stop behind people, and I was like, this doesn't make sense. You know, this doesn't make sense because man had opportunity to obviously do carnage, and he didn't. He basically killed 5 people, and which is carnage in itself. Carnage in itself, but you know, it was. Listen, it's not. Obviously, we know it wasn't a terrorist attack. It was some reckless you who, you know, who.
But it's how it's going to be used against us. It's how the media will use,
and that's
that
why I'm
against
explaining
every
it to
single
you.
one of
That's
us.
why I'm explaining it to you. Because if it was a brother who was really looking to get revenge, come on, it's not going to be 5 people. And like I said, I'm not giving allowance for the youth because he's killed 5 people, man. So, but I'm just saying, if you're driving it in a crowd like that, you expect, you know, it could have been a lot worse. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely.
He's a fool anyway. I'm not backing him. He's a fool. But you know what? It wasn't pre-calculated. The man took a wrong turn